So my own discrimination starts from I'm not getting past the door. I'm not getting in. I'm not getting the job. I'm not getting the opportunity.
And she mentioned the name of a guy that took all my, that was Facebook, all my posts, pro LGBTQIA plus posts on Facebook,
to the
copied it and gave to our general manager. There was no query, there was nothing, just termination of appointment.
Welcome to Q Convos, a show where we bring online conversations to life. My name is Helena Nelson. I am an actor, a dancer, influencer, and entertainer. I'm not alone in the show. With me today, to my left, is
Tammy, Ide, and
CJ Bamba.
Vincent Desmond, him.
Liber Shide.
So today our topic is LGBTQIA discrimination in the workspace. Do we have any personal experiences that would like to share about this particular topic before we delve in?
I'm not a working doll.
First of all, I think if you have ever worked and you are open about your sexuality or being, member of the LGBTQIA plus community, you must have faced some sort of discrimination in the workplace. I think it's just a common thing.
I think Vincent was raising and you were...
I feel like when it comes to the topic, I have like an amount of privilege. Is it privilege? Okay, so here's my situation. Because I'm openly queer, everybody knows I'm queer. I kind of can't get into a space that is not really accepted. You will not let me in. So what mine looks like is that there's certain spaces that I just don't get opportunities in. There are traditional media houses that will not employ somebody like me.
Right.
Which is what. So my own discrimination starts from I'm not getting past the door. I'm not getting in. I'm not getting the job. I'm not getting the opportunity. Straight up. Period. The good thing about that is that means I don't get to deal with the day-to-day microaggressions that some queer people do who actually do have to occupy those spaces. So is that privilege or that like is that privilege?
It can be, yeah.
So it's something like a privilege, I guess. So and I've also been lucky. I think that I have worked with people who were very accepted of my identity. That's a very huge privilege. I worked with people who knew I was queer, who knew sometimes my partners who just were very, very nice. So, but I'm saying people, it's one person now. You don't have to explain.
You are in a creative environment, and oftentimes in creative environment, they kind of more accepting of this. I don't know why it's like that. Huh? Yeah, most times.
Because they're not like
creative
exactly. They have a choice.
Sometimes I am in the creative industry, and the acceptance has not been very accepting for me. Like since I came out, and even before I even came out, right? When I could remember the first movie role I got, like years back. I'm talking like 2014, 2013, and they were like, "Oh, this particular role, you're going to be like the extra, blah blah blah." I said, "Okay, no problem." It was for Clinic Matters before I did the main.
I remember.
Before I did the main show.
Yes.
So I was like, "Okay, no problem." So when the guy and then they would want to solicit for sex, the people on set.
Sex for roles.
Yes, they want to solicit for sex. So they were like, "Oh, before I go on this thing, that I would need to like have sex with maybe the gaffer guy or something." So I was like, "I can't have sex with the gaffer guy." I say, "Oh, are you a lesbian?" I say, "Yeah, I'm bisexual." He said, "That means you can have sex with a guy." I'm like, "I can't have sex because I want to do a job." He said, that they need to accept bisexual for this place. So they need to accept.
Point blank.
If to say I be even lesbian, I said they forgot me, rape me now for here.
Oh.
You understand? Yeah, and I had to make a report to the AGN president at the time, and then they tried to escalate the whole thing. But I mean, everybody knows.
Are you trying to say that everyone in the industry kind of knows?
My industry, and like acting, the queerphobia in the entertainment industry, specifically acting, is really, really massive. Is a lot. And then moving on to me trying to do like regular jobs. Then I used to do activation jobs. I used to go to like do dance activations, hotel activations, shop activations. And then one day we went for auditions at the company that they used to like give us, the agency that used to give us jobs then. And after all the general interview, the guy was like, "Oh, I should see him in his office later." So after everything, I went to the office and it was like, oh, he tapped my ass. And I slapped him because then I had fast reflex. If you
Smooth.
If you touch me anyhow,
Helena,
you
you
get
still
anyhow.
do.
I don't anymore. Like, honestly, like, I've been so traumatized. I think I'm like in a freeze mode now. It's hard for me to quickly react as much as before, So when I slapped him, he like started beating me up immediately.
Really?
Oh my God.
And then like I was screaming. Some of the people that did auditions were still outside, so they heard my voice from the window, and you know they're banging on the door and everything. I was like, no, be this lesbian where they try correct this girl. So he just, I think maybe because I slapped him, he just assumed I was a lesbian, and that's why I slapped him. But probably if I was straight, I wouldn't slap him, you know, because I'm looking for the job, right?
What's a no like man?
Yeah. So the people, like his superior came in and they're like, Helena is not a lesbian, she's bisexual, because the lady then came in, she was like, Helena's talked to me about, she's not, he said, if to say she not be lesbian, why I go touch her and she go slap me? So there's this entitlement to females' bodies, generally, whether you're queer or not. If you're in the entertainment industry, the males feel entitled to your body. They feel like just because you're trying to make it, you're trying to sell yourself, you're trying to be big, you're trying to be a star, then you should be able to have sex whenever they want you. You should be able to have sex with the lights man, the camera guy, the sound guy, the director, the DOP, the producer.
It's just how these people reduce your humanity to sex.
Yeah.
It's just how they look at you and all they think about is how to sleep with this person. And it's crazy because I believe that every sector has a governing body.
Yep.
You know, there should be some regulatory bodies where you can report these things to. And you realize that as a queer person, when you report these things to these people, you'd realize that it's still the same people.
Yeah.
It's the same them. And nothing is being done about
And then
it.
the way, like when people came in when you were shouting, and then the person that you knew, they were saying that, oh, you're not a lesbian, that you're bisexual. How did that enter the conversation? Like, even if you were
you're human.
Exactly.
Even if
Just
you
a
were
girl.
straight, like, why would it matter? Why would she need to defend your sexuality when someone was literally harassing you? Like, why is it in
They
there?
feel that the harassment is okay because I am queer. If I was not queer, he probably would not harass me to that extent. So they don't mind harassment in form of correction. If you're correct.
I hear things like, we go f***, she
Yes,
go
we go
forget say she be
forget say she
lesbian.
be
These are common things. And you get to
Exactly.
see it in the comment section of popular blogs,
Yes.
popular, posts about queer people.
Yes.
Whenever they talk about, a lesbian for any reason, you hear things like, by the time we f***, she go forget say she be lesbian.
Yeah.
And this is just about sexual harassment. I've had my own personal experience on workplace discrimination for being queer. So I was in the hospitality hotel, particularly for over 10 years, and I've done basically the reception, the guest service agent and stuff like that. So I get to meet a lot of people. And me being me, I'm very expressive. I'm very, masculine, feminine, however it comes, it just flows. And I never hid that. It has always been open right from the moment I came for an interview. So I remember them making jokes about me being some kind of way during the interview, but of course, they thought it was me being pleasant, being free and all of that. So I started working, I was free, no case of sexual harassment, at least none that I can think of. There was no sort of discrimination from my colleagues, at least I know that. Then I got to work one day after 11 months of working with this particular hotel in Abuja. My front office manager just told me that the HR is there to see me. So I thought it was just one of those HR. I don't know. So because I was quite close to the HR, I'm one of those if you've been in 9 to 5, you realize that HR loves very prim, proper, clean kind of people. And I was like that, so I was one of their favorites. So I didn't think there was any bad reason why they would be calling me exactly. So I got there and her name, I won't mention her name, then she just said, and the moment I get that, I've worked, when I get a letter, suddenly, it's not a raise, you're not smiling, it just gives me a letter. And then I opened the letter, right? She said, no, take it to your, I'm closing, I'm locking my office, just take it to your bed. Then I go to the dressing room, then I opened there it was termination of appointment.
Did you give a reason?
No reason. There was no warning, there was no query, there was nothing, just termination of appointment. So I tried to react, meeting my front office manager and of course the HR again to let them know that I demand to know why. Then she said I should go and read my appointment letter. But then there was a clause where they said my appointment could be terminated at any point in time, but discrimination of the board and the management and stuff like that, that I didn't need reason. You know, sometimes when you're signing these things, you think it's just this,
Right
you know,
ups,
and when it dawns on you that it could actually affect you, then you realize you should have asked questions even before you signed those things. So I stopped work. It was months later that a colleague, she was still working there at some point, we were talking on phone. She said, CJ, I need to tell you the truth. And she mentioned the name of a guy that took all my, that was Facebook, all my posts, pro LGBTQIA plus posts on Facebook,
To the management.
copied it and gave to our general manager.
You know, that thing about hospitality is not just even working there. Even for somebody like me who usually like travels a lot and probably tries to lodge into a hotel. I've tried to lodge into a hotel with another of my friend that was not queer, completely straight. And what was funny was that the front desk person is my follower on Facebook. So she knew me, right? And because I'm constantly writing, you know, about pro LGBTQI posts and all of that, so she intimated the manager of the hotel.
See, lesbian don't come.
Yes. And so I was trying to get a room for myself and my friend Pineapple, and we'd made reservations before
Right,
because we've
right.
paid.
You've paid.
It was just for me to come in with my kaya, my friend, and then we lodge, and then the next day we move on with our lives. And we got into the room, settled in. I was in the bathroom when I heard a knock on the door. I didn't open because obviously, like, I'm not expecting anybody. Then they started calling the intercom, and then I picked a call and said, "Oh, please, that we need to evacuate the building immediately." I said, "Why? Is there something wrong? Did I?" Because I know that the only issues a lot of hotels have is, oh, no smoking rule, blah blah blah. And with that one, I usually like go maybe to the bar and smoke the poolside and smoke. So, but I wasn't even carrying anything to smoke that day. So I'm like, why is this person? And then I go downstairs and they're like, "We're so sorry, you have to leave this establishment so that you don't corrupt the minds of the rest of our staff." I don't
Do you
understand.
think you begin there sharing pamphlet?
No,
No,
that
no,
was
no,
it.
no,
Going
I'm here to corrupt you.
Exactly.
It was
Do you care about
so
lesbianism?
ridiculous.
Would you be interested?
Join LGBT.
And
Exactly.
this was around 11:40 something p.m. already.
Oh my God.
And there was no way for me. Pineapple had already started trying to look for another hotel close by, but most of them were fully booked.
Well, they're going to give you a
So
refund.
they were not about to give me any refund. The next thing they wanted to do was they said they were going to escalate it, and they were going to bring in the police, and I would sleep in the cell.
Operation.
Exactly.
And most recently, I went for hibiscus events. It's a queer. Did you go?
I was supposed to.
Oh, it was amazing. And the staff that were supposed to man the gates, they did like a reservation for them.
Oh yeah, I saw
You
Kemi
saw it,
story
Kemi
on
were-
TikTok.
they
Like,
did
the
a-
exact same thing happened to Kemi. That was like
They packed their things
in the middle of the
night outside.
just locked them outside the gate.
Because they looked queer, because they were all like masculine presenting women,
They did not let them.
and they
stay
were
in
now
the hotel.
making a whole lot. So I've had these stories even in Calabar. It's so funny because I'm from Cross River State.
Yeah.
I went to Calabar to visit my friends, and then we had like a party. Went to the club, had a fun time, and then we went to a hotel to lodge, and we lodged at the hotel. So me, I was sleeping because I was already tired. My two friends were making out,
Okay.
and
They were loud?
well, one of them was.
All right.
Right? And then all of a sudden, bang, 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 open this door.
Did they?
Open this door.
I feel like they had to be outside the door listening
Oh,
because
they had cameras or something?
how
Cameras
were
are not
you
in the
hearing?
No,
room.
it was
Right?
it was
They
from
rarely
it
have
was
cameras in
actually
the
information. I'm very popular in Calabar as well.
Oh.
It's my town. So this thing is they just
Non-lesbian arrives.
they just want to just make you feel like you're less of a human. You're not supposed to be here. In fact, sometimes at the gate they'll tell you, "We know they allow me 2 women there for the same."
It's a common
For
thing.
the same
Even till date, you get to see. You must have experienced it. They will tell you, we don't allow 2 men in one room.
Yeah.
Oftentimes, you get to see this thing. And initially, I used to think it's just for certain kind of hotels. Then I've been to quite big hotels that would tell you, oh, sorry. They would have this sign somewhere, 2 men are not allowed in one room. So I cannot lodge in a hotel with my friend, with my brother, with my family member. So you just realize that this system just sorry to say, f***s everybody.
That reminds me of when I did my internship last year. Because like when I did my internship last year, I was conflicted. I was like, oh, okay, now I have to do internship, right? I'm in school, trans girl, how do I do it? And like, okay, I got the job, right? And then that was the birth of my pre-catch me hoodie, if anybody knows. So like, I was like, okay, I have this very big hoodie. I'm just going to like earphones, like nose mask, and like I'm just like laptop. Like nobody talks to me. Like I'm never going to have any issues. And first day was cute. Second day I was not having it, right? And then I was like, I cannot do this. Like everything was just exhausting. Like a 9 to 5 is not cute. I don't know how people do it. Sorry, I was just like, yeah, this is not my life. This is not what I was made for. And I was trying to think of ways around it. I remember I brought up working from home, and the manager looked at me and I was like, you're an intern, go and sit down. I was like, okay. And like even then I was also uncomfortable because like I had to use like my documents, which is like, and so like I had to like face like pronoun usage and like everything. Like sometimes they'll be talking to me, I'm not lesbian, they're talking to me. I'm like, it's me, yeah.
That must be tough.
Right? And then I don't know if it's luckily, I don't know if it's unluckily, but I felt sick. I felt very sick, and I had to go to the hospital. I remember like, and then even when I got to the hospital, like I had to get surgery. And then I went back to like the HR and they're like, oh, surgery. They're like, oh, you have to do the surgery. Don't worry, you can work from home and everything. I went to
all things working for our good.
Luckily, I eventually did not have to get the surgery. But like I just worked, like the 6 months, I went to work for like a week.
There was a time, my ED, when I used to work for a TV company, my ED came to me and was like, oh, that she wanted to talk about she wanted to ask me what I thought about.
So what's an ED?
Executive director. That she wanted to ask me what I thought about, gay people, bisexual people.
She must have seen your posts.
I was, then, funny thing, then I used to be like, oh, I'm free like a bird. Anybody can see my post. I don't have to block anybody. I can take it. I can chest it. What the hell, my dear? I see premium shade gay. So she was like, oh, what do I think about this? So I said, everybody has the life to live. She said, oh, that if I can take it up as a topic for my show, because then I was handling some shows. Then there was one show, Girl Sport, that was all girls that would talk about, societal challenges and all of that. And then she said, oh, I could throw in this conversation, but she doesn't want me to put it in a way whereby I am okaying gayness. That she wants me to put it in a way whereby it is easy, it is quick, or something. It is quick for parents to know. Like, let me highlight the ways you can identify a gay person, so that parents can easily note when their child is gay, so and they can quickly correct the child before the child cannot become.
Why did she even think that you were the right person to come after
I'm the host of the show, I'm the producer of the show. The woman was, like, my ED was trying to, like, impede or, like, reduce the freedom of any queer person in the company by using my show. You understand what I mean? Yes, to stifle our voice, stifle our means of expression and all that. And I told her that my show is not about these kind of things. Like, it's not about what people's personal choices is.
What was it about?
My show is about, like, societal challenges.
They consider queerness societal challenges. This is a societal ill that you must discuss. I need to know because I knew it was coming to that.
I told her that this is not a societal challenge. This is a personal choice. This is personal decisions. You don't know people's personal backgrounds. You cannot come and say, oh, it would be like I'm outing my fellow queer people when I say, oh, this is how to identify a queer person. Once they do this, they do this. So
but there's really no way to identify a queer person.
Because there are lots of effeminate people and masculine representing women that are not queer.
Yeah.
Imagine a show that is for girls.
Yeah.
She's now expecting me to bring in men. Why am I bringing men on a show for girls? A show where we are wearing just in 90 and just discussing societal challenges that affect women. Why am I bringing in a man to come and mansplain something from his privileges?
Very interesting that gay men can't come on the show, but men can come on the show.
Very interesting.
Very interesting.
I could come on that show, but then straight men can't.
So like, and then this talk about the pronouns. I remember like when I started knowing about pronouns and everything, I first thought that was a struggle from a bit of hell for me, because I understand that, you know, people are queer, people are straight, but then when we start doing there, she, there, them, I'm gone.
I feel like for trans women in the workplace, like the misgendering it can't go away, because if you're applying for a job, you need like your certificates, you need your ID cards and everything. Everything is in like your dead name. They're using the wrong pronouns for you all the fucking time, and then you can't really exist without like a source of living. So I feel like for people that are very visibly queer, that if you walk into it, they'll be like, yeah, this person is queer, 100% queer, and then there are very niche jobs you can do. Maybe jobs where you don't have to go like into work every day, or maybe in an NGO, or people that explicitly support you.
It's limiting.
So kind of makes me wonder, maybe this is the reason why a lot of queer people end up working in the creative space, because there's a little bit more liberal.
I
like,
said it.
to the roles, because you don't have to dress a particular way, you don't have to be a particular office, so you can just kind of move.
And you don't have to deal with certain corporate.
Exactly.
Like,
You don't have to use certain kind of lingo. You just have to just be.
And just do your job.
Just do your job. Are you good? That's what matters.
Exactly.
Yes. Something interesting happened, because then we are working with an international body towards like because by now this year, and so we had a meeting. The manager made me sit in the meeting with him. Everything. The next day, I went to an art exhibit and dressed up and everything, and I just see the people we had meeting with, like all 7 of them. Where it was Obodo's art exhibition. I was like. Oh,
Right.
and I was like, okay, how will I hide? And I was like, eventually, it was just like, oh, it was just a situation of like, oh, hi, like, yeah, like, hey.
So I think.
And that was stifling, but like, I think what made it safe for me was that those people were queer.
They were queer.
Yeah.
So they understood immediately, like, it was, I don't have to explain too much, but like, I cannot imagine a situation where it was like they were not, and they were like actually people that were like that, it would have just been a huge mess.
I like to be proactive sometimes, most times, and I think what I do is when I meet you, and I realize that you're not exactly a safe space, but for some reasons we're going to relate for quite some time. Maybe we're going to work together, we're going to live together. You know, for some reasons, you're going to be in my space for quite some time. What I do is I would ask you for your social media handles, and you tell me, then I block you. Yeah, so I think it's important to get to start blocking your colleagues. If you feel, okay, I'm going to be here for a lot, because you must survive. You just block people.
I used to that in school. When I was in my first year, like all of them had a list.
Yes.
Like I was just like, I was just casually, I had a list of
you ask them their names, and they will tell you, and you're like, okay, then what's your name? I'll add you up, and I block you, and that's it.
See, I blocked everybody. They will go and meet my friend and be showing them what I'm posting on social media.
It's okay, that's your problem. You don't ask me, that's your problem.
I've had 3 occasions of people asking me in school, and every time I'm a menace. The first one came to me was like, oh, do you know you look like all those female, and I was female gays. I was like, what do you mean? He was like, all those female gays. I'm like, oh, it's your father I'm sleeping with. And he was like, jokes on you, my father is dead. I said, that's what puts him in his grave.
I f***ed him to death.
I was like, go to his grave, cry on it, ask him why is he dead. That's why. So don't come and meet me.
That's what it is for the
I rode him on his highway to the grave.
Obviously, that's a different situation, because like I feel like I have certain privileges that allow me to be able to fight back.
It's your classmate, so you can talk.
Exactly,
I can't talk about
it.
It was a lecturer.
It was a boss. Oh, I went to say it and leave.
Exactly. Now, but like then you still need rent money the next. You still need rent for the rest. And then I feel like some people, when they see people like that, like you said, that the hotel didn't want you being like the face of the company. I like they would like to keep you in a smaller role. If they feel like you're too feminine, you're too masculine for them.
At some point, I realized that before that happened, there's a place they call the switchboard, the control room, where you get to just answer calls, take calls, international calls. So I realized that they were posting me there, because when you are in the front office, the reception, it's either they switch you to the control room or you work in the front office. So it's still within our department. So I realized that I'm supposed to be working here all those months. So suddenly you're putting me
always
3 days there, 2 days there. Of course, for a lazy person, you would enjoy the control room. Just basically there watch the television. When a call comes, you take it and you drop and you just do nothing. But it was limiting. I wasn't giving enough. I didn't feel productive. So I know I tried to complain at some point, but of course nothing changed until that happened. So when all these things happened, it just dawned on me that they were trying to, okay, maybe we didn't want to just let him go like that, but now there's nothing we can do.
Yeah, and I feel like they'll just be hiding you. Like they don't want people to see. Like you may be doing good work, but like you're not going to get promoted to a high level.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, you're not going to get promoted because everyone would know. Even if everyone will whisper it, they may not be talking to you, but they're like, person is this.
You'll be hearing it in the walls.
Of course. It was never my problem. You see, colleague talks. It's never my problem. If you bring it to me, hey, so CJ, come on, did they talk say you be gay? I'm like, okay, why are they talking about me being gay? So CJ, is it true that you are gay? What do you want to know? But we want to know, please, it's not important, go away. Yeah. Right? Then if I feel you're bugging me and you come, hey CJ, are you gay? Yes, I am gay. Are you okay? You're not my employer, first of all. I might not be like that to my employer because of course I need the job. But then you're my colleague. You.
The colleagues are snitches. The colleagues
well, yeah, but you're my colleague still. Get the
all this hiding thing doesn't just happen in workplaces. You find out that even close friends that know you are out and gay cannot be found in public with you. Or cannot be found in social media.
I have a very
cannot comment on your social.
They wouldn't want to take pictures with you, and when they do that, please don't post it.
They will not
please don't post it.
Yes.
I have a very interesting story about this. I have a friend, and I never took it as a friendship. I took it as you're an extension of a friendship group. That's our association.
You're shady.
I like to have very clear understanding of people's positions in my life.
Yeah.
So I do not overemphasize or I do not over-expect. Right? And I just noticed like, wait, hold on. Like, you post, I post, like I put your shit on my story, like it's like, oh, okay.
And you never get
whatever.
To post it?
Like, I'm posting this person, right, and everything. But every time I'm posted by this person, it's a close friends post. Is it that if it's not a close friends post, it's not anywhere. And it's interesting because it's like we're both in the creative field. So it's like, what is so embarrassing about me?
They said, no gay. No
right?
trans,
And
no queerness name.
Exactly. And it's like, I know this person is queer, right? And it's like, who are you hiding me from?
That's even worse.
What are you hiding me from?
Are they out? Are they like...
They're not out.
It's all those people that are just like, they have a certain je ne sais quoi. You just know.
Something happened very recently within my friend space. It was when I saw the post by Tears about getting family members and friends for a particular whatever, and so I spoke to my friends. I mean, hi, so there's this educative gathering and session that I needed people to attend. They were like, is it gay people thing? And I said, no, not exactly. Like, you will learn more, you will know more, you understand me better, you will relate better after that, don't worry. They were even asking me, so how? I said, don't worry, it's just in Lekki, it's just drive. Then they said, no, gay people thing, no, we are not attend. I'm like, but I'm your friend, I need you to attend, I'll go with you, I need you to attend. They didn't want to. Now, their problem was being found in a space where
they have majorly queer people there.
Queer people there, and a place where they will be recognized as my friend. There was a problem for them being a friend of a queer man. They don't have a problem with being friend with CJ. Yeah. If CJ is okay. But CJ...
Not to be identified with CJ.
Exactly. The gay man, the homosexual was a big problem for them.
Protecting brand. That's what he said to me.
Protecting brand.
Protecting
so you're a disaster to his brand? Damage to the brand.
At the end of the day, where did he go?
Wow.
Right.
Okay.
I said you were shitty.
Liver.
Okay.
I was just saying. But then it's really just like, even in the creative space, I feel like one of the privileges I have and one of the things I've used to my advantage is just that like, I'm not trying to pass. I'm not trying to make you, I'm not trying to be fish. I'm not trying to be like, I'm like, you don't know? I'm a trans man, no.
Right.
Yeah.
Next, no. Before anything, let's be clear.
Let's be clear. See, I think in friendship and even in workplaces, I know this is challenging and might be tough, might not sit with a lot of us. I think if there is a way to register these things even before that journey starts, that friendship, that job, just register it somehow during the interviews, somehow during the training. let's ship it in. Let them know. So that from that onset, you know. No, I understand. So what's the essence? I know you were going to argue, yeah, to an extent. But what's the point of starting and dropping a week later?
Yes, okay.
Or 1 month of getting
That's
sex and all of
why,
that. So
that's why I
put
named
out
it as
there.
a privilege.
Yes, it is a privilege to do that because when you're doing that, you're not broke and looking for house rent. When you're doing that, because if you need money to survive and you need money to eat, you're not going to an interview and telling them, well, by the way, I hope you know, but
Of course, come on. Of course, no.
see,
Here, I am queer, I am here.
I'm
Please,
proud.
I am proud. Do you want me or not?
so say it in the interview.
Because regardless, you're going to. I'm going to
When you're going for the interview, you will flip your septum piercing.
Right.
But that's sustainable.
That's also sustainable. That's what I'm talking about.
Can we that particular
but you don't have
straight way
any
forever?
choice.
Yeah.
Wait, I think I just think about it from just okay, yeah, I get this job. What happens then?
Yeah, it's
Yes,
privilege.
that's what we're saying.
It
It's
is
also
not
suffer.
sustainable.
And you get sacked
So,
1 month
like,
after, they
for
stumble
some
on your
people-
post, they
no,
get
the
to
thing
know
is that
and
for
they
some
sack
people
you.
is a sacrifice they have to make ends meet.
Exactly.
No, and I think that's very valid. But
That's very valid,
Moving
yeah.
forward, we need to actually like be aware that being queer unfortunately means that a certain job that will not get, the opportunities that will not get, the certain doors that will not enter. Do you get?
Yeah.
And I think we should kind of move forward with that mindset.
Exactly.
That, oh yeah, it's best to present your full queer self and kind of filter out all the jobs that will make you have gender dysphoria or other than that fuck up with your depression and stuff.
I'm on the other side of this.
Okay, what's your stance?
No, I understand your stance as saying that it's better to filter out the jobs, but like there aren't many jobs like that.
Oh,
No,
absolutely.
I agree. I fully agree.
So like,
No, that's still what we're talking about.
Exactly.
There are not
All
many jobs that would accept you for
Yes.
who you are. So,
So
just make peace with that.
yes, we have to make peace with that, and then it's not saying that it can never change, but changing is very changing that because some people. They don't fire you because you're not doing a good job. They don't want to be associated with crime.
Yes, exactly, that's it.
You're seen. Oh,
It's
they go
not
to
that
church
you're-
and you're working for them.
Sometimes
People will
they don't
see
even
you.
want to associate with you.
Yeah, they don't want to associate
because
with
you're
you.
just not conform. It doesn't even matter whether you're queer or not.
Exactly.
I've had somebody tell me they can't give me a job because I'm a nudist. And I'm a proud nudist.
Are you doing the job? Are you doing the job?
I'm not a nudist at the job.
So what's
But
that?
I'm a nudist in
I was
my
never
house.
gay. I was never gay on the job.
Do you
I was never gay
understand?
on the job.
I'm a nudist in
I
my house.
went like everybody.
Get on the job.
You are thinking,
You
why are you doing the job?
You're even gay right now.
Exactly.
I will be gay now. Because I am, yeah, girl. I'm fucking gay right now, and I love being gay. But then, see, when you get to attend to hundreds of people every day, there's a particular way you're trained to be. It is what it is. Your individuality is not accepted. How you flip hand is not. It's not what they want. There's a way.
You have to
Have you seen
present.
professional receptionists? I guess there's a way you even smile. Not like, you understand? There's a way you even smile. So I was not doing anything outside. And mind you, I won staff of the month a couple of times. I won best cleanest staff and all of that.
Yeah,
So
so immediately they printed your post. That did not matter.
it didn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
It didn't
It's
matter
never
anymore.
about
I was
your
I was
skills.
I was always example to
It's never your
newcomers.
skills or
They always use
qualifications.
me when they have new star, new receptionist as a guy. Okay, look at how he's dressed. Look at his beard. Look at how I'm always the I'm always and once there's a training, I knew I was going to be called to be presented as an example to newcomers. So I was good at what I was doing. So that didn't matter to them. I was never gay on the job.
Anytime I want to apply for an internship, or maybe they use all those pre-made forms and they have like gender identity,
You just-
and I've seen man, woman, non-binary. I said this is a trap.
To trap.
You are trying to trap me, and I will not fall for your trap because sometimes Nigerian companies use all these forms on Indeed, LinkedIn, and they
Yes.
just go with their they don't make the forms themselves.
Yeah, they just copy and paste.
Copy and paste. So they have man, woman, non-binary, okay, and then your pronouns. It's a trap for me, and I will not fall into the trap. They say, is there anything you want to tell us? Any disabilities? Any identities? No, I'm straight.
No, me, I always click.
I feel like I'm pro
This
clicking.
is an opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah,
To make them
because I'm big on
Both
filtering
of
things.
you are freelancing. If I'm applying to work in a law firm, that's a trap. You people are trying to trap me. It's a trap.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's a trap.
But do you want to work at a place where you know that just because you're non-binary or using like particular pronouns, they won't want to hire you?
I
Do you
don't want
work
to, but
there?
I need money.
No, I know, but I think so. For me, I think about this from the long term of it all. You get there. Let's say you work there for like 5 months, 6 months, and then one day you suddenly start. You realize that these people are violently homophobic, violently transphobic. What's the plan?
People have been violently homophobic to me all my life.
But do you want the people that you
Do you want
work
to
with 5
continue
days
being like
a week?
that?
Do you want to have CJ's experience?
It's not want to have it. I don't have a choice in having it.
So here's the thing: you are doing it like it's you versus this one company. I'm saying it's a culture that I think more queer people need to build. It's this mentality, not mentality, because that's a very weird word. Let's say there are 10 companies, maybe one is queer friendly. Go for that one. It's very fine to let go of that. And this is very privileged of me. This is privileged loaded of me.
Tell me.
But is there a way? Is there a way? I'm just thinking. Is there a way that we can meet these people in their spaces? Wait, Chalo. Is there a way we can meet these people? You know, oftentimes community gatekeepers organize trainees, organize some sort of training. Is there a way we can meet these employers? Is there a way we can meet these company owners, business owners to educate them? Because I like to set ignorance sometimes because sometimes they are the way they are because that is how they believe it is. That's how they think it should be.
That is very
Liba, I'm talking. Let me finish. So if you trade, it's just an attempt. You could attempt because you might be saving somebody. You might be saving a staff. You might be saving someone who wants to apply there. So I believe that if you go to 10, at least there should be one that would say, okay, hey, maybe we should listen to you. Invite them, you train them, especially their HR, and see where it goes from. Because we cannot continue to fight.
All of you are optimistic.
Of course, we just have to be optimistic. The Lulu is the solution.
My answer to that is very controversial.
Right.
I need nepotism. I need queer, rich, empowered people to employ
other queer people.
Yeah. Are those rich, empowered people ready to employ
you openly?
Because the moment you employ an openly queer person, it's a very controversial
we need to push to nepotism.
But when they hide under some sort of partnership or training, it's easier. Let's say Tears now knows a rich, empowered person who owns an organization. They could easily, so you must learn to maneuver. Bring this person, train the staff, train the people. Now, the person do not have to defend himself like, okay, I employ a gay person. And we are trained, the staff understand, everybody understand. We are knowledgeable in this aspect, so we could employ somebody. Do you understand? You're giving them room, you're giving them a soft landing to this thing. But when you just go all out there to employ a gay man who is openly gay and is working with you. What's he love?
I know that there are queer people in every sector in
Exactly.
Nigeria. But most of them that are not out are very homophobic than the
yes, they have to perform their
internal homophobia. Is that what it's called?
They have to perform the ones that constantly perform to heteronormalcy because they do not want their skeletons to be out.
They don't want to be found out.
They don't want to be found out. They don't want to be seen or known as queer. So they don't want to even relate with. I have a lot of queer friends that would never be seen dead with me.
The gay men, are they rich?
Well, until the next episode, we are going to find out if the gay men are rich or not.
Queer nepotism today.